This is the second video of the day. Whether this uploads today or next week, I'm not entirely sure. But this is like the one day I have off work, so I can actually get on with the video for a change. Okay, just a quick pointer out. Each month I will be coming to you with the top 3 or 4 foods that will be in season, so that you have an idea of what kind of foods you might want to add to your diet for that particular month. And maybe if you want to do that. The one thing that I've kind of learned, especially when it comes to buying foods that are in season, is that apparently, I'm not entirely sure, I haven't really noticed because I haven't made any notes or anything, but they're a lot cheaper. So the more cabbage that happens to appear next month, which is going to be one of the main vegetables that are going to be in season and throughout November, they're going to be a lot cheaper because there's going to be loads of them. Throughout the rest of the year, however, there aren't going to be as many because they grow a lot more during November, during like the winter coldish kind of months. Obviously they're going to have to be packed up in some sort of a warehouse or something, I don't know, to be grown throughout the rest of the year, so it'll be a little bit more expensive. But yeah, so apparently it's going to be a lot cheaper during the season. So kind of stick to the seasons, put them in your diaries. These will never change unless, of course, something happens that's going to be like a major world catastrophic event with like global warming or something next year. So other than that, they won't change. Okay, so the 3 main foods, I'm just going to read from like a magazine. Spirit and Destiny, awesome. And I've already started buying some of these already, although I don't like walnuts, I think they're weird. But this is just for those of you who are kind of into just eating good food and just loving food in general. So what's in season in November? So the first one is cabbage. Cabbage is low in saturated fats, and cholesterol, and high in fibre, which means that it's just good for your body in general. Whatever you put in, it's fantastic and it comes out easy. It's also vitamin packed, containing vitamin A to keep the skin and eyes healthy, vitamin C for an all-round immune system boost, and vitamin E, a cancer-fighting antitoxin. Plus it contains vitamin B to help maintain a healthy nervous system. All of those are absolutely fantastic, but with vitamin B, try and cut down on vitamin B if you start to notice weird things happening with your body. Vitamin B is basically the things that happen to your body when you have too much vitamin B. You'll notice the excess of riboflavin, and it will turn your urine like a fluorescent yellow. So if you notice that happening, put the milk down, don't drink any more milk for the next week. It won't affect you or anything, it's just really funky if you don't like it, so keep an eye out. Walnuts. A true superfood, walnuts are packed with brain-boosting omega-3, which is fantastic, especially with fish. Fish is full of omega-3, and if you're trying to cut down on meats or anything like that, or you're not quite sure whether you want to go vegetarian or whatever, fish is the one thing that I'd recommend to absolutely everyone. It's full of omega-3, which is basically one of the only oils that you can actually put in your body, and you don't actually have to go for a run afterwards because it just sort of releases itself by itself, so it's awesome. There are other oils out there. When I find the article on that, I will kind of go over that in a future video, but omega-3 is the one that you'll need, especially for young children. They need a lot of omega-3, especially if you're young. If you're trying to keep yourself healthy, that's great, because trust me, if you don't look after yourself now, you will pay for it when you turn 90. So look after your bodies now whilst you have them, and as soon as you hit like 60 years old and up, that's when everything that you did wrong as a child will come back to you. Okay, that's the karma of life, really. Going back to that, omega-3 fatty acids and I can't say that word. Ellagic acid, Ellagic. I can't really read very well. An antioxidant compound that supports the immune system and has several anti-cancer properties. Vitamin A, B, and C are also in good supply, as well as bone strengthening calcium. I can't stress this enough, for everybody, you must build up your calcium. So enjoy milk, enjoy your eggs, but obviously don't go overboard, because They won't get you drunk or anything, but it can affect you in the long run, and it's not all that great if you have too much. So build up your bones so that you can reduce osteoporosis when you get older, or at least put it off for a few more years when you get older. Okay. Walnuts that tend to go stale, you can refresh them easily by frying them over a moderate pan, like a little bit of oil, moderate fire. And you can chop them up, which I think is fantastic. If you chop up walnuts and then make like a stir fry or something, you can sprinkle the walnuts on top, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's not as crunchy as you might think, but it's actually quite nice. Parsnips. These root vegetables are a good source of vitamin C and folate, which helps maintain and produce new cells. They also contain potassium, which has the benefit of lowering blood pressure. A large parsnip counts as one of your 5 a day. I'm not quite sure how popular the big vegetable contests are in America. You know, when people like grow like gigantic vegetables and like, I've won. Over here we have like, especially where I live, they have this little kind of farmers thing like each year where they just grow like vegetables like crazy amounts. And I remember when we were at school, we had the winner of some sort of competition somewhere around Bedfordshire. He came into our school with like this gigantic parsnip. I'm not kidding. It was like a 10-year-old child. It was huge, and he was busy talking to us about parsnips. And for some reason, we had parsnip that day. He actually let us eat it, and it was actually kind of cool. So, yeah, parsnips are pretty cool. Good thing about parsnips, if you're trying to get off fries and junk food, I learnt this a few years ago. I think this is a great trick. Slice up parsnips in the shape of like jumbo or French fries, and fry them or boil them or whatever, and that will be like a really healthy substitute to eating fries. I love that. And just to jazz it up just a little bit, you can actually do the same thing to carrots. You can chop them up so that they look like chips or fries, and it's pretty awesome. So yeah, those are like the 3 main ones that you're going to want to look out for in November. That's cabbage, walnuts and parsnips. And also, I just want to do a big shout out to the avocado. The avocado is back, people. You need to get more avocados. Avocado is just great for people who want to lose weight in general. It's great because it's got everything in it that can help you kind of boost your immune system. It's great for your skin. It's great for your bones. It's especially great for the eyes. Oh my god. And it's great for tiredness and sleep. So avocados, people, look for recipes and just go crazy with it. So that's that for now. I'm going to try and bring you like a little kind of food diet thing at least once a month. If I don't, please kick me, and I'll let you guys know how to kind of live healthily. So that's that. Blessed be.